Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me ask you something that might make you uneasy for a moment. Have you ever looked into a woman's eyes when things got close and suddenly felt like she was somewhere else? Her body was with you, her touch was real, but her mind felt distant, like she was hiding behind a quiet wall of thought. Most men sense it, but never dare to ask what it really means. And that mystery, that silence behind her softness, can haunt you long after she's gone. Before we dive deeper, make sure you subscribe and like this video, because what I'm about to tell you comes straight from the hidden corners of female psychology, the kind of truth most men never hear from women themselves. When a woman lets you get close, truly close, it isn't just about attraction or timing, it's about safety. Her mind runs 1,000 silent calculations at once. She's scanning your tone, your breathing, your intent. Her subconscious is reading the rhythm of your confidence and the quiet details you didn't even know you were revealing. She's asking herself, can I surrender here, or will I regret it later? In that moment, she's not thinking about perfection. She's thinking about protection, emotional, psychological, even spiritual, because closeness for a woman isn't just about physical nearness. It's about what your energy does to her nervous system. Does it calm her? Or does it trigger every alarm she's trained herself to ignore? Most men believe she's thinking about performance, but the truth is deeper. She's reading your presence. If she feels your attention drift, even for a heartbeat, her body notices before her words do. Her instincts tighten, her trust hesitates, and without a single word, the connection weakens. Understanding what she's thinking when you get close isn't about control, it's about awareness. Because the more you understand the invisible language of her emotions, the more real, grounded, and unforgettable your connection becomes. When you're close to her, what she's really feeling isn't just pleasure or excitement, it's evaluation. Her mind and body are not separate in that moment. They are working together like a radar system, scanning every signal you send without you saying a single word. The tilt of your voice, the steadiness of your breathing, the way you hold space, all of it tells her who you are, not who you pretend to be, who you actually are. That's the moment most men misunderstand. They think attraction is something they can perform, but women are wired to sense truth, not words, but energy. You can't fake calm. You can't fake emotional safety. You can't fake the quiet strength that tells her, you don't have to perform here. That's what she's searching for. And the second she feels it, her guard starts to lower. But when she doesn't, when her instincts pick up tension, ego, or distraction, her body remembers. She may smile, she may stay, she may even play along, but something inside her has already stepped away. And that's why some men never understand why a woman goes cold after getting close. It's not always about attraction fading, it's about trust evaporating. You see, a woman's mind doesn't separate closeness from emotion. Every touch, every glance, every silence, it's all layered with meaning. She's not asking, does he want me? She's asking, does he see me? Or am I just filling a moment for him? Because being close to someone who doesn't see her leaves a mark that lingers long after she leaves your arms. The men who truly understand women don't chase connection. They build it, moment by moment, by showing her she's safe to be real. And safety for her doesn't mean perfection. It means presence. The kind of attention that says, you don't have to hide here. That's the secret she won't say out loud. She wants to feel chosen, not consumed. When you understand that difference, you stop guessing what she's thinking, because you'll already know. Most men underestimate how much of a woman's attraction lives in the emotional echo of what happens when you're close. After you part ways, when the room is quiet, when she's alone with her thoughts, her mind replays that moment, not through logic, but through feeling memory. She remembers how her body felt around you, not just because of what you did, but because of who she sensed you were. If her body felt peace, she will crave that peace again. If her body felt tension, confusion, or pressure, she will unconsciously associate your presence with that. You become a symbol in her emotional landscape, either the calm she trusts or the chaos she avoids. And that's the part no one tells men about. Closeness creates psychological imprints. They can't be faked, rushed, or replaced. When you understand that, you stop seeing women as puzzles to solve and start seeing them as reflections of what your energy communicates. The truth is, she mirrors you. If you're grounded, she feels safe. If you're anxious, she feels alert. If you're distracted, she senses emotional distance, and she'll match it without even realizing why. Women are naturally attuned to emotional authenticity. They don't fall for what looks strong, they fall for what feels steady. That's why a man's real power isn't in dominance, it's in emotional regulation. It's how you make her nervous system relax enough to trust the moment. When you get close, she's not judging your looks or your skill. She's subconsciously asking, "Can I trust this?" And the answer doesn't come from what you say. It comes from what your presence does to her body's rhythm. The reason this matters is because attraction fades, but emotional safety lingers. The men who understand that principle never need to chase. They don't convince, they connect. They don't force, they allow. They don't try to be unforgettable. They simply make her feel something she can't find anywhere else, calm in the middle of closeness. That's the unspoken language of real intimacy. She may not tell you this. She may not even be aware of it consciously. But every time she's close to you, her body is answering one silent question: can I exhale here? There's something powerful that happens when a woman realizes she can truly exhale around you. Her whole nervous system shifts. Her breathing softens, her voice lowers, her guard melts, not because she's weak, but because her biology finally feels safe. Most men never notice this transition, but it's the most intimate moment of all. That's when she stops being in her head and starts feeling with her entire being. What she's really thinking in that moment isn't about perfection, fantasy, or even passion. It's about belonging. Her mind whispers, "Is this someone who understands the depth of me? Or is this just another moment I'll have to protect myself from later?" When she senses the former, you become unforgettable. Not because you impressed her, but because you regulated her chaos. You see, women live in a world where they're constantly on alert, measured, judged, and often misunderstood. Their emotions are rich and deep, but rarely met with the same intensity of presence. So when you give her presence, not distraction, not ego, not performance, but real, grounded stillness, she feels something ancient, the safety of being seen. That's the hidden desire behind every connection, not to be admired, but to be understood. And that's why so many modern relationships crumble. People chase validation instead of resonance. They want chemistry without depth, intensity without safety, closeness without vulnerability. But women are built to feel energy that doesn't match words. You can tell her everything she wants to hear, but if your energy says otherwise, her instincts will pick up on it faster than logic ever could. When she's close, her senses amplify. She hears your silence. She feels your hesitation. She notices where your attention drifts. Every little shift in you becomes data in her subconscious. And that's why being fully present is the most powerful form of attraction there is. Because presence is rare. In a world full of noise, a man who can silence the storm in her mind becomes magnetic without trying. He becomes the moment she remembers long after he's gone, not because of what he did, but because of how he made her feel. When a woman feels safe, she lets you see the version of her that almost no one else gets to witness. The unguarded self beneath the practiced smiles, the confident exterior, the calm composure. That's the moment most men think they've won her. But in reality, that's when the real test begins. Because safety, once given, can just as easily be taken back. And a woman will never explain when that shift happens. She'll simply pull her energy away. You see, her trust isn't a decision, it's a feeling. You can't talk your way into it or hold it through logic. You earn it through consistency, the tone you use, the space you hold, the respect you show when things don't go your way. Every reaction, every silence, every sigh tells her something about who you truly are beneath your intentions. And when you fail that silent test, when your frustration becomes visible, or your patience disappears, or your energy shifts from grounded to possessive, her instincts pick it up instantly. Her body closes, her heart shields itself, and the emotional distance grows. That's when men start to panic. They sense the connection fading but don't understand why. They try harder, speak louder, demand reassurance, not realizing that their very need for control is what pushed her trust away in the first place. Real connection requires self-mastery because a woman cannot feel safe with a man who isn't safe within himself. You become her emotional environment, her mirror, her anchor. If your inner world is calm, she relaxes into it. If it's chaotic, she absorbs that chaos like a sponge. That's the quiet truth of intimacy no one teaches men. She doesn't want perfection. She wants emotional leadership, not dominance, but stability. When you understand that, you stop trying to impress her and start learning to regulate yourself. Because a woman can only go as deep with you as your emotional maturity allows. The depth you bring is the depth she'll meet you at. And that's what she's really thinking when she's close. Is this someone I can trust my peace with? The moment her answer becomes yes, everything changes. The truth is, what she's really thinking when you're close isn't a mystery meant to confuse you. It's an emotional code written in trust, awareness, and energy. Every time she lets you in, she's silently asking, will this moment build me or break me? It's not about her being complicated. It's about her being wired to survive emotionally. Women feel more deeply because evolution made them guardians of connection. They sense danger in disconnection and peace in grounded presence. When you understand that, something inside you shifts. You stop chasing validation and start building value. You stop performing to impress and start showing up to connect, because what she wants isn't a perfect man. It's a man who's real, even when he's uncertain. Someone whose calm doesn't come from control, but from self-respect. The men who truly understand this don't rely on games or tricks. They know that closeness is not something you take, it's something you earn. It's built in silence, in patience, in the moments when you listen instead of react. It's built when you make her feel emotionally safe enough to unfold, not into fantasy, but into truth. And here's the paradox. The moment you stop needing to prove your worth is the moment she starts to feel your worth, because presence speaks louder than words, and energy never lies. Every time she's close to you, she's subconsciously asking, is he still here, or has he already left in his mind? Your stillness, your focus, your gentleness, that's what tells her she's safe to stay. If you want to be unforgettable to a woman, don't try to dominate her emotions. Understand them. Let her feel that when she's around you, she's allowed to breathe, to exist, to be seen without judgment. That's what makes you different from every man she's ever met. So the next time you're close, don't overthink it. Just be there. Breathe slower. Listen deeper. Feel instead of perform, because when she feels your truth, she'll trust your presence, and that's when real connection begins.